toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Charlottesville, home of the Virginia Cavaliers. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the NC State Wolfpack, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Virginia Cavaliers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Cavaliers will get us started with the opening kickoff. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So the NC State Wolfpack offense is on the field and ready to start the game. And they're going to be met by one of the best defenses in the nation, David. And I know seeing a defense doing what they want, when they want to do it, makes you a happy man.
Right, defense is starting to make a comeback. I'm excited about this new era of football. We're seeing better tackling, and we're seeing better coverage than we were a couple years ago. And this defense is fun to watch them on tape, fun to talk to their coaches. Jesse, this defense has been consistent all year long.
And they're dialed in, and they're so talented. They've got multiple NFL draft picks on that side of the football, and they don't have to change a lot week to week. This defense dominates. They do what they do, and they don't care if you know it. You can't do anything against them.
Fires to the big fella. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. NC State going up tempo. Looking downfield, it's Bailey. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
And wings it incomplete.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
So Virginia's offense has the ball for the first time. But Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him, and I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, Dave. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. It's a big test for him.
And here's the thing, proving it is one thing, Jesse, but it's not about you. And this is a team game. Obviously, the quarterback position is so dependent on others' success, but play within yourself, make those plays, don't make the big mistakes.
All right, guys, let's talk for just a moment about Virginia. Always nice to get a win on the recruiting trail. They feel like they did, landing a 3-star wide receiver, verbal commitment. They feel like he has the type of talent that can help a program at this level.
It's going to help their offense right away. I think one of the biggest reasons why he chose this program was because he felt he could get on the field right away and help them out. Bigger programs were out after him. He thought he might have to wait his turn elsewhere. Not the case here. Expect him to make some plays early on.
And the Cavaliers will call on their punt team. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Here's a return from midfield. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking to pass. It's Bailey. Buys a little extra time. At the 35, he's open. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10.
He can throw it. He can buy time. He can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against it. He's just really fast, and I can't catch him.
Trying to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. From the shotgun, the inside give. The Wolfpack now operating in the red zone. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of third and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You can throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off and they pick it up.
Yeah, and you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the first down.
And on that incompletion, I think the quarterback was being just a bit too careful, trying to throw that ball too far outside, obviously aware that the defenders are coming from the inside.
Max going for the goal line. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat.
Well, short completion setting up third down now. Who is your best player?
And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Wolfpack! They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, it's hit triple zeros in a captivating game today in the American. UTSA is going to walk off the field there inside the Alamo Dome with a much-needed victory. They had this one circled on the calendars for some time, and regardless the score, that W has to feel good. Never a dull moment when it comes to the American. Back to you guys.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Off the play fake on first down. Finds his man. It's Watkins. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Spreads out 4 receivers, trips right, a single receiver to the left on 2nd and 7. Tosses it incomplete.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So the quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
The Cavaliers will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. He's got great speed. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Deep shot for the end zone. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8.
Well, this is a running back that gets stronger as the game goes on, and they try to get him going early on a toss play race.
And if we start stretching the defense sideways, sometimes a little vulnerable in the middle later in the game.
Yeah, that might open an opportunity for a play action. Maybe fake the toss and see if you can get a tight end or a slot receiver down the middle of the field.
NC State to bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the ball comes to rest right there. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Bringing the heat. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
And he's able to bounce off 1 tackle for a solid pickup. You got to think they'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. From the gun, wants to pass. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And he hauls it in inside the 30. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line. And the Cavaliers have it with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15.
So as a defensive guy, they line up in a formation. You know they're heavy on one side, and then all of a sudden, boom, 2 guys pull, and they go the other direction. So you can't really load up and play that. That counter keeps you off balance as a defense and makes you really be honest.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Scanning the field, it's Bailey. It's complete to the right. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. Makes the grab. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. He'll throw on 3rd down. Unloads to the right. Rolls it in. And a good pickup there. They'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Let's see if they try to get another snap before the quarter expires. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. Quarterback on the keeper. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. The Wolfpack with a lot of options on 2nd and short.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the 1st down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Right, 2nd quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some 1st downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Snap it to the back. And that'll not only be a 1st down, it'll be 1st and goal from the 7. Let's go. NC State with a fresh set of downs thanks to that running game. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Wolfpack. Getting set for the point after.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
You know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. quickly to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. The Cavaliers are moving quickly down the field. Here comes the option. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Well, obviously a really nice play by the defense there stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out on the perimeter. It looked like he had some open field in front of him to go make something positive happen. This quarterback's got to make better decisions. It's not just the passing game. It's in the run game with the option, too.
And the Cavaliers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. The Cavaliers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. After the run, now to throw. Shoots it to the left. He's got an open man. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
And I think this play very much starts with protection up front. He has time, and they use the speed of his wide receiver. Look, he starts all the way on the right side of the field, comes all the way across the formation. He throws a dime to him, and he makes the big play down the field.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is a top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense. Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
And the kicker delivers the 3-ball to finish off the drive. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half.
Coach is always hard about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Now the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. NC State comes to the line to deal with 3rd and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. They get to the line quickly.
I'll say, watching this offense this year, one of the things you have to be really happy about is their ability to move the sticks. This is one of the top 25 offenses in the country in getting first downs. That running back is one of the biggest reasons. He is a weapon.
It's complete on the right side. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. NC State at the line with a 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Bailey. He'll take a shot. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. That's caught. It's Jackson. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Would have been a makeable 49-yard field goal attempt, but they'd rather try to keep... There he goes! And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, North Carolina State! They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
And man, that play looked a little bit too easy. 4th down, big situation. You got to get up on these receivers and make it difficult. He gets the football right away, gets all the way to the end zone for the touchdown.
Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity to create some momentum, cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the 3rd quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
4 wide out set, 3 of them to the left on 2nd and 10.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Going deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Man, if you're going to win games, you have got to hit on the home run type plays, and that was a great opportunity right there. The receiver has got to be able to look that football in and make the catch.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He's going to run it. And the defense is there to stop him short of the 1st down.
And sometimes these QBs, man, you just want them to hang in the pocket maybe just a little bit longer. It's 3rd down. I got a little bit I got to get. And I think he pulls the football down, tries to make a play with his feet, but the defense does their job and forces the 4th down.
Back to throw, it's Bailey. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Pulls it in. It's Wilson. He makes it up to the 20-yard line before going out of bounds. One more snap coming before halftime. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the 1st down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This is a top 25 offense in college football, and I like what they do. They can run the football on 3rd downs when they need to. They show you right there. They've got some balance to them. They really know who they are, and they have a good identity, and that's why they've been so successful this season.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. North Carolina State will kick it off to open the 3rd quarter. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the 3rd quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring play.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first.
Turning it on! And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. You count up those explosive plays in a game and you put a little extra star by the big runs.
Yeah, and this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss. And if this guy gets into the 2nd level, watch out. He can hit a home run.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Complete to the right. On the move is the 30. It's a seam walk. Touchdown, Cavalier. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
The Big 12 has become must-see TV, and fellas, today's clash is no different. Colorado is currently trailing in this one, but I've seen crazier things at Folsom Field. Trust me when I tell you that. Guess what I'm saying is a comeback could be in the cards. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Arizona State. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes from Big 12 country, you'll hear about it here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Looking to throw, it's Bailey. He's got the tight end. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, and I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
They'll move the wide receiver. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Jackson. Still on his feet at the 45. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. NC State quick to the line.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Got a man. It's Jackson. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. NC State now operating from the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Got a lot of room to the right. Past the 30. He's at the 20. They finally get him down, but a huge return not over. They get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field position. Now, we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. And the Cavaliers trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete.
Man, you got to give credit to this defense in the sudden change situation. They've barely had a chance to even blink. Just a second ago, they were on the sidelines. All of a sudden, there's a turnover. They got to take the field. They're on their own goal line, and a phenomenal job getting lined up, communicating, and making sure that that pass play fell incomplete.
This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down. And this field goal team has been busy. This kicker comes out for the 3rd time tonight. Just drives it between the uprights. That'll cut this lead down to 5.
Winning the turnover battle is so important, and you got to make these turnovers convert into points. They get the fumble recovery. Yeah, they didn't get a touchdown, but they're still able to get a field goal and put 3 points on it.
NC State sending the offense back onto the field. And the fumble on that last drive could have been much worse, David.
They bailed him out and held him to a field goal, so that's the good news. Now this offense has to get it going. Forget about the fumble, Jesse. Move on. Be positive.
And they're upset with themselves, too. They're an offense that pride themselves on ball security. Let's see what they do right here.
One big play, and now they've got it at the 42-yard line on first down. To the air, it's Bailey. On the run, still looking. Bought a little time, lets it go. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wide out. It's picked off. That's number 10.
And you don't see this very often, the big defensive line. When you see these guys rush the quarterback most of the time, but how confusing is it, Palmer? When it looks like they're rushing, they drop in coverage and make the big interception.
Well, I don't think that quarterback thought he could even make the play. How about the eye-hand coordination and his ability to snatch the football out of the air? I mean, that was crazy athleticism, well-deserved. That's going to make the highlight reel for sure.
So now it's 2nd and long. Off play action. Makes the catch. It's Williams. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Cavaliers come to the ball, trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll run the sneak for it. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
And the Cavaliers come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Got his man quickly. The Cavaliers are facing 3rd and inches. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Ball's at the 27. It's 3rd and short. Can they avoid making that 4th down decision? He'll keep it on the sneak. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
And when you call the quarterback sneak, you're thinking, I'm going to fall forward and get at least a yard. But Palmer, that defensive line got in there, and the QB got nothing.
Well, he's got to do a better job with the snap count, too, and try to catch the...
Converts on 4th down. Still going. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. And the Cavaliers look to keep this drive humming.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down, but they decide to go for it.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And you try to catch him off balance, maybe on 1st down and goal right here, a situation where maybe you sneak in a pass, defense was ready, got the sack. Now you got to be a little bit more creative now that you got the negative play. The offense, I know you've worked this all week. You got to be ready to execute in the red zone.
They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Virginia! An epic comeback. They'll talk about this one forever if they can hold on, but they're on top right now. Timing and better execution, that is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's on the loose. And there he goes. They look at him. It's a touchdown. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space. Great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
We've reached the break. It's NC State on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Watkins. They'll get the first down, it's spotted on the 49. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. From the gun, running back on the move. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. It's Williams. He just slips and slides his way down to the 42.
I just continue to be impressed watching this guy play. Good decision-making, very accurate. He's obviously got a lot of talent surrounding him, so no surprise with that last completion. He's now over 3,000 yards on the year.
And I think this offense ran the football knowing it's in 4th down territory. It's 4th and short. It's go time, almost near midfield. To me, this is green light. I got to stay aggressive. I'm losing, but the situation favors me in 4th and short.
In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. Caught in the backfield, it's Watkins. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. The Cavaliers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Breaks into the open. Out of bounds after a big pickup on the play. Just a couple of yards short of the goal line. And guys, if they can make their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the 4th, and the stage will be set for a great finish. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
So on offense, you've got to find a way to put 6 up on the board. You know that in this game, field goals may not get it done. So big-time players make big plays in big games. Who can you rely on right now to get you a touchdown?
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Looking for a pass to the end zone to the right. Not finding any running room, and I think that loss is going to give back what they gained on the previous play, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, this running back has struggled to find anywhere to go, and I think one reason why is this linebacker and his speed. He did a great job there identifying where the ball was going to go. He didn't let anybody block him. Made his way to the running back and got him on the ground. Nice job.
And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Right down the boulevard. It's good. That'll bring him to within 4. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Interesting matchup this week in the Big 12 today. In fact, they're all interesting this season. Colorado is getting stomped. You could bring back any of the greats they've had there. Cordell Stewart or Rashaan Salam, none of them would make a difference today. They're trailing by 14 to Arizona State. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about in this one, the Big 12, or anywhere else in college football.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game, running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Makes the grab on the left. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
NC State, a lot of freedom to do anything here on 2nd and inches.
And the running back there did everything that he's coached to do, right? They've got the lead late in this game. You've got to stay in bounds. You're finding yards. It's a positive run, but you're not going out of bounds. Really well done.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. That's why a good running game is a coach's and quarterback's best friend when you're trying to put the lid on the game.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half. From the gun, running back gets the give. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1. So this offense has the lead. They have the ball. They have the clock on their side and a chance perhaps to put it out of reach. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. NC State will line up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to pound their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, NC State. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Got his man on the right. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the 1st down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. To the air on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. Looking downfield on 1st down. Pulls it in with one hand.
And that's exactly what this defense needs to do. The clock is your friend. Try to keep them in bounds. No big plays, and let that clock just tick.
Lost to fire on 2nd down. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with the huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
Into the end zone for a touchdown, and here in the final minute, they still have a chance.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a one-possession game. We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
Just over 30 seconds to play. They'll line up for the onside kick, and they've got to get it to have a shot. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end, you need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
And you can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up, and then, heck, I got